Hello and welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute-a-day podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse, recorded here in the dining room of the Bible Bistro, located in Sharonville, Ohio. Hey there, friend. Welcome back to Daily Dose Radio. This is your home for organic Bible study that is fresh and delicious. This is 5-minute-a-day, 5-day-a-week, studying the Psalms verse by verse podcast, Daily Dose Radio. So come on in here and sit down here at the table with me and open your Bible up if you have one. If you don't, I'll be glad to read today. I'm only going to read one verse. 168 is our verse for today. It concludes this 21st octenary, which reminds me that just a little housekeeping, since next week is the last section, the Tav section, then we begin the Ascent Psalms. And we're going to do the Ascent Psalms beginning in 120, and they go through 135. So those Psalms, the Ascent Psalms, will take us up to the second week of December, which will bring to a close Daily Dose Radio for the year 2024. So the second week of December, I'll be taking off the rest of the month of December, so you won't hear Daily Dose Radio for about 3 weeks. And then we'll come back the first part of January, and we'll finish up the Psalter, because once we get to 135, then we're going to head right up to 150. So it'll take us about another, 15 weeks, 16 weeks to get to 150. And, of course, that's when we will end this third volume of Daily Dose Radio. So I hope that you'll join me as we proceed our way through the rest of the year, and as we conclude studying the Psalms verse by verse, as we conclude this third volume of Daily Dose Radio. Okay, so today, 168, let me read that for us. I have kept your precepts and your testimonies, for all my ways are before you. Let me read that from the King James. I have kept thy precepts and thy testimonies, for all my ways are before thee. King James and I pretty much agree on this one, don't we? Again, we have the word keeping. Notice that. My soul keeps at 127. Here I have kept. So the doing idea, the keeping idea, I am actively, with my energy, with my mind, concentrating on my devotional living, my life. It's, when I use that word devotion, I'm not just talking about once in a while, when you pray or when you read your Bible. Devotional living really is all the time. We are all the time living a devotional life. We give ourselves to that. Some religious communities demonstrate devotional living by what they wear. For example, the Jews, you'll know an Orthodox Jew when you see one, because they have a habit that they wear. Or a particular religious community in the Catholic faith, they'll have habits that they wear, things that are outward, that describe their devotion, and because they wear them, they're thinking about those things. We are to be devotionally minded and engaged, not just once in a while, but all the time. And I'm not suggesting that we wear something particular, because what happens when we wear something particular, that becomes a tradition, and then the tradition becomes a commandment, and then the commandment becomes an unbreakable law, and we don't want to do that. We don't want to start something that leads to works righteousness, because there is no such thing as works righteousness. That is an oxymoron. But what we want to do is keeping. We want to be about keeping all the time. I keep your testimonies. I love them very much. I've kept your precepts and your testimonies. Notice testimonies occurs twice there, in 167 and again in 168. For all my ways are before you. So this is why we're to be about always devotionally keeping ourselves close to the Lord, because our ways are before Him. We want to please Him. Yes, we should be in awe of the fact and in dread of the fact that He's watching us, and that should lead us to judge ourselves a little more strictly. But ladies and gentlemen, all our ways are before Him. We want to please Him. So why not think that, this is the thing that's going to please the Lord? And so He's watching me. Let Him watch something that's good instead of something that's bad, something that's evil. If I'm really doing and keeping, then allow my doing and keeping to be such that every moment of every day the Lord sees. Let Him see my keeping. Well, I hope you'll join me again next time. We're going to look at the tithe division, which is 168 through 167, here on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. For more fresh and delicious Bible studies, podcasts, books, and more, check out the Bible Bistro online and on YouTube. Join me again next time for Daily Dose Radio.